You read the title. I know why you are here. Let's just rip this band-aid off, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, because I'm not trying to get cancelled. After 25 years of service, Ash Ketchum has been retired from the Pokemon series. I'm not here to review the Pokemon series or to critique episodes or any of the sorts. Be it the first episodes, Black White series, or God forbid Sun and Moon. Right now, we have a Louisiana style funeral, celebrating Ash and Pikachu single-handedly carrying the series for 25 years. Through the ups and downs, good and bad, Pokemon to some capacity has changed our lives. To your just normal and completely average fan, to YouTubers such as myself, and even champions of the sorts. In the world of anime, there are franchises that are well known to all. There's Attack on Titan, Fullmetal Alchemist, Cowboy Bebop. However, there are select few that surpass the identity of what we call an anime. Pokemon is one of those. Even though it's technically a game at first, but you know what, we just let it slide. Without any more stalling, here's just me reflecting about what Pokemon means to me. My first Pokemon game was Heart Gold, and not that normal copy. You know I have that Pokewalker strapped with me at all times. Throughout elementary school, this was one of the games that me and my friends and I had in common. In fact, I met my best friend to this day in middle school through Pokemon.
I have issues. I don't know how I got here, but I did. I don't know. Look at me! Look at me! Look at me! I don't know how I got here. I just did.
Oh my god. So going back to Heart Gold, being the kid who's sorting crayons that I was, took a few years to beat. So you can say I joined late to the game, but Heart Gold was what took my first time. Mewtwo took my first time. Wait, I don't mean it like that, I swear! The earliest I could remember watching Pokemon was Pokemon the first movie. Just randomly on Cartoon Network. I was still relatively on the younger side then, and didn't know what's going on, but once I got Heart Gold later on in life, I connected the dots that they were from the same series. Out of the 25 years Pokemon has been a thing, I estimate I've been aware for about 17 years, but I've been a fan for 14, and that started with Heart Gold. Once I became a fan, I started to invest more and more of my time and attention. I got the Pokemon TV app. I started to watch Pokemon Black and White and set the series to record for me to wake up and watch every Saturday morning. Every couple of days, I would even check my TV schedule to see if I could pre-record any upcoming Pokemon movies that began showing on Cartoon Network. Of course, I started collecting Pokemon cards, with my Pokemon collection still growing and still in great condition. As for the games, I beat Heart Gold, Platinum, Diamond, Black 2, so yeah, you could say I'm still a fan. Yeah. Sorry, I had to cough. Anyways, when X and Y was announced in 2013, or was it 2012? I forget. I'm off scripting here. Anyways, back to the script! I think this was the most exciting hype season for a Pokemon game, and the most I was excited. We got a new type, a new Eevee evolution, the first 3D game in the Pokemon series, Mega Evolution. I mean, are you kidding me? Despite your opinion on the game, whether you loved it or hated it, you have to admit this was the biggest jump we've seen in a Pokemon game since going from the Game Boy to the DS. I check the Pokemon website every day to see if there's any new news. The fake leaks were more prominent than any other point in the time that I can remember and was a part of the fanbase. And the XY anime looked great. Ash Greninja almost overthrew Pikachu for being the mascot. The battles look incredible. And well shit, Ash got unparalleled Riz game. In fact, I think honestly, Ash could become champion.
Greninja's unable to battle! Charizard wins! Alon is the champion!
Oh, for fuck's sake! Well, with how hard this season hit, it can only go down. Apparently, it can go down. Thankfully, I don't think Ash will become champion in such a mid-season of Pokemon that I really watched. Okay, now you're doing this shit to spite me! Calm yourself. Calm yourself, Spitz. Nope, don't do it. Don't go there. This is not a critique video. This is a happy video. We are here to celebrate. We move on from Sun Moon. We don't talk about Sun Moon. We move on from Sun Moon. We move on. Y'all get the gist of everything at this point. So, in order to prevent this video from being too long, let's skip into the rest of the games, because we're not really here to talk about the games, are we? We're here to talk about the anime. We're going straight to the meat now. Pokemon aim to be a Pokemon master. Ash has become the champion. Not a champion, the world champion. He has been pushing for so long to get to his goal of becoming a Pokemon master. He traveled around the world, and now it's time for him to head home to Pallet Town. One last time. As a fan, I have to talk about one of my favorite small moments. In fact, scratch that. I'm going off script. This is my favorite moment in the entire mini-series here. And probably in all of Pokemon. To some, it may make common sense. After doing his, usual deed of being a good guy, he got recognized in public and sworn by fans because, he's the current world champion. People want autographs and pictures and shit. They want to talk to him. So, that's what kind of got to me. After so many losses, second places, and crushing defeats, you were so close, or it's okay to lose. That's what we got growing up, watching Ash, the internal 10-year-old. It is important to be able to take a loss. However, it is arguably as important to be aware of the responsibility of success. This is why I love this small moment. And why as kids, we looked up to Ash. And I bet some of us still do. So after all his battles, all his journeys, moments cried of laughter and sadness, fighting for the sake of victory or something even greater that had to be protected. He is a champion. Our champion, and his time is up. It is his time to pass the torch to the next protagonist in Horizons, and honestly, I'm ecstatic and hopeful, but keeping myself in reasonable check while tempering my expectations. To all the people who worked on the Pokemon anime, and working on the new season, specifically to Rika Matsumoto, Sarah Mattocini, and Veronica Taylor, the voice actors for Ash. Thank you for telling the story of Ash to us for all these years. Words cannot describe actually no, scratch that. Words cannot describe our gratitude. And I hope Liko and Roy can fill the role Ash did for us kids growing up and watching the series. Hopefully Boruto might be able to take some notes from Pokemon Horizons, Maybe this line doesn't age horribly. After watching the final episode, I felt a mixture of emotions. It was a mixture of happiness, a mixture of sadness, maybe a bit of grief. There was definitely some pride in there. I was happy with how his journey ended. I'll admit, as a man, there was some tears in my eye. Just a small bit. I wasn't crying. It was just, something got in my eye. I still haven't brought up the title of the video. What exactly makes a Pokemon Master? Well, I'm not quite sure, honestly. First off, how long does it take to become a Pokemon Master? 14 years? A couple of years? 3 years? 10 years? Maybe a few months? 25 years? Or do you have to be a certain age? Do you have to be a teenager, or can you be an adult? Or maybe you can just be a 5-year-old being introduced to the series by your parents. Do you have to play the games? Do you have to start playing the games at a certain time? Do you have to start with a certain game? Do you have to watch the anime? Is there a skill requirement to become a Pokemon Master? Whenever do you hear the song, do you have to sing along? I don't quite know the answer to myself. In fact, I don't think even the highest of executives at the Pokemon Company know the answer. We don't know who, if anyone, even in the first place, qualifies for that title. But out of anyone that currently exists, yet to exist, both in and out of the world of Pokemon, I will let the closest we have to a Pokemon Master say it for himself.
もっとたくさんの冒険をしてポケモンに出会う。毎日起こること全部一つも無駄なことなんかない。あのラティオスとの出会いもね。俺世界中全部のポケモンと友達になりたい。それがきっとポケモンマスターってことなんだ。ピカチュウ、いつか俺がポケモンマスターになった時、そこにいてくれよな。ピカチュウ
because I got into the anime somewhat late, and now I kind of feel left out. I think I want to watch the early episodes. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. I lost!